welcome to Bangladesh and welcome to the Great Commission. I'm Rusty Humphries, he's Greg Kelley, and we are in the middle of what city?
We are in Chittagong, Bangladesh.
Chittagong, Chitty Bang Bang, Bangladesh, and it's been a crazy few days, and we're going to show you all the things that we've done. Give me a little bit of an idea of some of the things that they're going to see coming up.
The countryside, we saw all kinds of crazy, very remote villages all over Bangladesh, and we saw big city life too. So we've seen pretty much everything that you can imagine here in Bangladesh.
So we're going to show you all of that and more. Stick around. We are here in Bangladesh on the Great Commission Update.
Hey, greetings from the central part of Bangladesh. This is a majority Muslim country, but we are actually in a Hindu village. There's about 500 people that live here, and you can hear the party going on over here. This is a festival going on right now. So they're singing, this is all Hindu music. And as I said, everybody here is a Hindu. And so there's issues, medical issues, and a lot of the ways World Mission will minister is through doing clinics. They don't have access to healthcare really at all. And so by doing this clinic, it's helping the people. So many of them deal with waterborne issues. Now, there's a reason behind that. This is not different than many third world environments. Here you have the area where everybody goes to the bathroom, toilet, which is normal. The problem with it is it's so close to the water source. So during the dry season, when all of the hand pumps are literally dried up, the people have to get their water from these water holes that look like this. And so when they come in here, not only are they getting their drinking water, but they're washing their clothes, they're doing their dishes, and they're bringing their animals in here and bathing their animals. And then, as I said, you've got the issues of the toilet right here, and then they come in here with a bucket of water and they don't filter the water. So World Mission provides water filters so that now the people aren't going to get as sick. So these are the realities in villages like this in Bangladesh, which is why we're here, to share the good news of Jesus, but also to help them with their very real and common physical issues. There's another part, we're going to head over here and we're going to look at another source of their water, which is even more disgusting than this. All right, so here's the other water source. This was actually the original water source. You can't see much going on right now because it's all kind of grown over, but there is water in there, and there's a lot of trash in there and garbage, and so they'll still actually use it. They'll just kind of move the trash off to the side. They'll put their buckets in there, and it is just filled with bacteria. Everybody here has some kind of stomach issues that they're dealing with because of the lack of clean water. And so for us, our philosophy is let's bring them clean water, but also the living water in Jesus Christ. So that's why the solar-powered audio Bibles are such a beautiful combination with our water filters when we're places like Bangladesh. This is a very special place because this is where Shamal here, our brother, grew up as a young boy. So his mother built this home in the early 1970s, and he grew up here. So what was your favorite memory of growing up in this home right here?
Oh, when I used to come and my mom took me to different places, and we took shower in this pond. I was swimming. It was really fun. And my other relatives, she used to live with us. My auntie, she used to cook in that corner of the house, and it was so yummy, her cooking. I still remember.
So how much has the village changed, or has it changed at all in these 40 years, or is it similar?
It's a big change, actually. The problem was, used to be the bigger, lots of other houses around here, but all gone because of the river. River keep breaking, and people, they lost their land. So they moved out from that place and they went to different places.
So we are here in the middle of Bangladesh, and this is a very typical village, except this one's super special because it's our dear friend Shamel's, his home, where he's from. Hey, we're putting together some water filters. You know, it'd be awesome because over here where they're pulling water out of that really dirty little pond, we're going to run it through these water filters, and it is going to be perfectly crystal clear, all bacteria, all parasites, everything out of it, and they're not going to get sick from drinking it anymore. So it's a big deal what we're doing today. So what we have, this is water that's out of the watering hole in the pond back here, filled with bacteria, parasites. People are getting sick. This whole clinic has been filled with people who have waterborne issues, and it's because of the bad water that they're drinking. So this is a water filter that we have, and so we just attach it to a bucket like this, and this will make this water 100% clean. Take out all bacteria, all parasites, and so we're teaching people how to use it right now. So here, if you can see, the water is very dirty right now, and we're going to run it through this filter here. So we just attached it. We're going to open it up. We're going to put this right here. So there's the water. The water's coming in. So now the water that's coming into this is absolutely clean and pure. Look this up. Okay, that's now the water that came out of there. Very good. Very good. Thank you. So this is the water that you want to drink. Very good water. So this is for you, okay? So now you can drink the water from the pond, but you have to use these water filters so you won't get sick. That's the problem when you do that kind of distribution. But we're going to make sure everybody gets a water filter, and they'll get water like this. So when you walk by those ponds, it just really breaks your heart because they're going in there every day, and that's what they're drinking. But these water filters really help a lot of people.
Have you found since we've been here so far? As the CEO of World Mission, this is your expertise.
Yeah, I mean, I think the reason that we're here is really largely because Bangladesh is unreached. I mean, you're talking about 160 million people, less than 1/3% Christian. It's 85% Muslim and about 15% Hindu. So there's just not room for the Christian are very much in the minority, and that's what we've seen. We've seen in the big towns like this right here, Chittagong, which is the second largest city in Bangladesh where we're at right now, and of course Dhaka, the largest. The percentages are staggering. You hear the call to prayer, Rusty, every day, 5 times a day. We've been woken up at 5 in the morning. You hear it blaring on the speakers. You can't get away from it. And it's just a reminder of the Islamic influence in this area. So it's been encouraging from the standpoint of there's a real hunger for the gospel as we've distributed treasures. But it's also just really the bondage that you just sense, the oppressive spirit that you feel. I mean, you feel it with all of your senses. You feel it with your eyes, you smell it, it's just literally everywhere. But that is why we're here, to really complete the Great Commission that Jesus called us to. Less than 0.5% Christian. Have we seen much of a Christian influence?
No, none at all. Very, very little, other than people you work with. Now, you were talking about sanitation a moment ago. Let me turn the camera around just for a second. I didn't pick this spot for any reason other than there was sun so you could see us. But you've got to see what it looks like around here. Hold on. So, Greg, this is just right in front of us. This is a big pile of trash in front of us. And then everywhere you look, you've got, we have people here that are looking to get money. Everybody's got their hand out. If you just take a look, this is just where we are in the middle of the street. This is tough living. This is not certainly anything that we're used to in America. What is your your take of this kind of area?
Well, I think that The one thing you're not going to see here is any Christian churches. You're not going to find any of these people. These are all Muslim people, and they all need Jesus. And so we're here as an organization just to love on them and let them know that God cares. And you know, it's really about the national leaders, Rusty. The majority of the work that takes place is not done in English. In this case, it's in the Bengali language, and they're doing it in a very culturally sensitive way. But they're just loving the people through friendship. They're being their friend. And that's where it starts. At the end of the day, it's about just loving people where they're at, being their friend. And in this case, it's planting the seed of the gospel. So we're trying, you know, to do all those things through our help. We've visited a number of villages, and because of this sanitation issue, health issues and very common things that we take for granted are massively crippling. And so when you do health clinics, it becomes a gateway into just showing them how much you love them and care for them. But it's a difficult place, there's no doubt about it. But there is hope for Bangladesh, friends. We just need to keep praying for them.
But again, why? Why do you care? I mean, why do you go away from your family? You're a married guy. You've got a great family. I mean, this is hard to do. This is hard living. Why do this to yourself? I mean, and this isn't the only trip you're going to do.
No. It comes down to Jesus' last words. Go make disciples of all nations. And he's talking about people groups there. And what's interesting about Bangladesh is the very largest people group that has not heard the gospel lives in this precious country called the Sheikh. 130 million people. That's one people group, friends. Now, I'm not talking about a country. I'm talking about one people group that is 130 million people, 0.00% Christian. That's why we're here. We need to come into these places that are difficult, love them, share the Word of God. That's where the solar-powered audio Bible comes into play. And we also find a tremendous opportunity here because of the Rohingya. The Rohingya are the most persecuted people group in the world today. Just 2 and 3 years ago, they went through genocide from the Burmese military, and now there's hundreds of thousands of Rohingya that are also 100% Muslim that are just a few hours away. And we're going in there and loving them and doing compassion ministry. And again, just sharing the Word of God with them.
All right, well, it's been an incredible trip, but we're not done, are we?
We're not done. Tomorrow we're going to see more of this great country, and then from there we're going to go from the lowlands of Bangladesh into the highlands of Nepal into the Himalaya mountains and meet more unreached people group.
All right, so make sure you stick around, subscribe if you haven't done that. Tell your friends. This is an exciting and amazing trip, and Greg and the great folks at World Mission are doing such wonderful work. And we want to ask you to please go to the website, WorldMission.cc, and if you'd help donate so he can do more great works, please do. We'd sure appreciate it. And we'll catch you next time. I'm Rusty Humphries. He's Greg Kelley, CEO of World Mission, and this is the Great Commission Update.